Hey everyone! Just gonna wait for a few to join. My lighting's terrible. Let's turn this up a bit. Here we go, much better. Hello Brand, how are you, sweetheart? Hi Roz! Hello Cynthia. Oh, do you know what, you guys? I'm so sorry. I will explain. Hey Latrice. Oh, hey Nancy. Oh, you guys, I missed you last night. I really did. A bit of an issue really, because my daughter wasn't feeling very well, and she wasn't, and by the time I was due to do the Monday Funday, she got a temperature, so I had to deal with that. And then, oh, thank you, Nancy. And then, so I thought, you know what, it's best just to cancel it and put it off, just in case, because there's no way I could sort of step away, you know what I mean? But she's all right today, so. But I'm late today, because I think I mentioned to you guys before that one of my family members has recently been told that he's got cancer. It's my granddad, actually, and I will explain. Today we got his results, so I've been with the family tonight, so that's why I'm an hour late, because well, we've had some, I'd say, good news. Relatively good news. It's still bad, he's still got it, but at least now we know that it's not as bad as we originally thought, which is good. So, and we've been sort of in a roundabout way. I know it sounds silly because he has, but because it's not as bad as we thought, we've sort of been celebrating. So yeah, but yeah, I'm in a good place now. Yeah, that's the thing, Jill, family has to come first. Yeah, I know, Clive, it is really good. Basically, I'll explain it to you all. We found out that my grandfather is my only grandparent left, and I'm really close with him. We found out he got lung cancer, and they were telling us basically that they were like 99% sure it was in his lymph nodes because they looked a bit swollen, but they did a biopsy and it's actually not. And it's changed everything because the treatment, it all relied on that basically. They said that if it was advanced, there wasn't much they could do. But if it's not in his lymph nodes, then there is a chance of him surviving, or at least lasting a bit longer. So now they're actually sort of looking into oh, hey, hello Bob. They're actually now looking into seeing what treatment options he's got. So we'll have to go back again to sort of talk this through again, but it's looking a lot better than it was. So, oh, hello Linda, my sweetheart. Well, I couldn't do Monday because our last was a bit poorly last night, so, well, should I say yesterday? Oh, thank you, Carol. Yeah, many of my close friends have been praying, and especially Barb from Celestial Gardens Tarot. She even held a sermon for him, and I'm going to say personally, live on air to you, Barb, thank you, because by the time you messaged me to let me know that, it was only a matter of time before they walked through the door with the good news, and I actually thought, it's a miracle, it's a miracle. So, miracles do happen, you guys. But yeah, I've been praying so hard, so fucking hard, for the last, I'd say, 3 weeks. I'm getting a bit emotional now. Yeah. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for sort of bearing with me through this time, because it has been difficult, and it is difficult, but at least it's not as bad as we thought it was. So I'm absolutely ecstatic. Believe you me, these are going to be happy tears. So yeah. Right then, you guys, enough with that. Yeah, so the prayers worked. That's all I can say. Anyway, listen, you lot, I'm continuing on now, so I'm gonna get back to normal. So those who have me on Facebook, especially on the group We Love Tarot, and I have been a bit absent, again, thank you for bearing with me through this time. It's been, you know, all the support's been absolutely amazing. I Honestly, I can't thank you all enough just for having patience with me through this. So anyway, I'm gonna look at getting started with these readings. I can't wait. I missed it yesterday and I thought, you know what? I've just got to put it on the back burner just until our lass is feeling a bit better. So yes, it's all fine now. We're all ready to go. I'm only using 2 decks today. I'm giving my others a break because I've been using them quite a lot. So my Rider-Waite especially on the private readings. So I'm going to be using these 2 today. So these are the ones I'm using. So yeah. Right then, you lot, I'm gonna get started. So if you, the way this works for everybody joining that's not used to the way I run a Monday Funday, for one, the chat is moderated by my good friend Clive. Anything that's said out of order, any nitpicking, any bitchiness, any pops at me, you'll be removed and you'll be lucky if you don't get blocked. I'm very strict with that. That's why I have a chat mod. Also, the way the actual readings work is you pop up with your sun signs and any relevant questions, or just tell me to roll with it. And if my guides choose you, they are here. If you can see the yellow hue in the room, then yes, my guides run the show. They're the ones that choose who gets the free reading. It is not something I go in depth with. If you want more in-depth readings or even channeling along with that, you come to me for a private reading, and it's as simple as that. Then this is for fun, and this is to sort of give a little bit back to you guys for being such loyal subscribers. So let's get started then, you lot. Pop up, let's have ya. Pop up. Alright then. Who's having one tonight? Angela. So Angela's the name of one of my spirit guides. She's really sort of the main one. Oh dear. How are we doing? Okay, have I got a Sarah in the room? I just heard the name Sarah. Have I got a Sarah in the room? If there's a Sarah watching, can you pop up, sweetheart? Could be Sarah. I don't think it is. I think it's Sarah. Oh, hey, Dory. Okay, listen. There's definitely. I'm being told there's definitely a Sarah that's watching, and I don't know if she's turned away or she's turned off. But I'm gonna go ahead and read. And this is for a lady called Sarah, and she has got ash blonde hair. That's what I know. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna have to because I'm being told I need to. So. It's for a lady called Sarah with ash blonde hair. So whether she wants to pop up or not, I'm going to have to say a few words. Something needs to be said. My guides don't normally do this. But if she comes to it at a later date, Sarah, you're more than welcome to comment. If Sarah's your first name, yeah, it must be Leanne, it must be. This don't always happen. This don't happen all the time. Sarah. Right, okay, one's dropped out. Two's dropped out. Yep, that one. Have a look. Bear with me, you lot. I will go back to the normal. Ah, da 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 da. Yep. I get this now. Let me just throw one more of these. Okay, right then. From what I'm hearing, and I'll show you guys the cards. Lovers, Four of Pentacles, the Fool reversed, and the Ten of Wands. Romantic feelings and release your ex. I'm being told this has got nothing to do with an ex. This is someone she has to release that has come into her life. And this is pretty much, from what I'm being told, the cards aren't very specific, but from what I'm going on what I'm being told now. I'm having to channel, and I don't always like doing this. Right, so Sarah with ash blonde hair, if you come to this, please do leave a comment if this is for you and it well, it is for you and it resonates. Right, so basically, sweetheart, I've got, you're seeing someone here. Who is it? Possible Gemini. Right, okay, I'm gonna, what sign is he? He is a Gemini. He's got Gemini in his chart. Right, okay, so it's a guy with Gemini in his chart. And you've started, listen, Sarah, you've started seeing him very recently, and we're getting romantic feelings. You're being told to release this guy and stop hanging on. There is a three-way situation that you may not be aware of, and you're being told not to take any risks just yet with this one. It's going to weigh, something that's going to weigh heavy on your shoulders. You don't know this yet. I'm being told to say that you don't know this yet, but you are wasting your time, and this is not the first time this has happened. The saying, change your perspective on the type of people that you are dating. The chart, I'm being told to say, and you've been told this before by a loved one, the charmers are the worst ones. A loved one saying, oh, for fuck's sake, I've got spirits coming in. Sorry, you guys. I'm being told to say that you've heard this before from a loved one. The charmers are always the worst. So, can you back out of this before it does become a burden and you do get into the same situation again? Right, I can leave that there now. Sorry, you guys, that was just a quick channel. Right, okay. The next lady I need to read for is someone called Leanne. Leanne, can you pop up with your sun sign? Leanne? Have I got a Leanne watching? Yeah, Leanne, a Leo, that's the one. I heard fire sound, but yeah. Right, Leanne, who's a Leo? What you got for Leanne, who's a Leo? Leanne, who's a Leo? Eileen, it's like it's every bloody Monday. I'm only doing it on a Tuesday, just because I couldn't last night. My daughter wasn't very well. I didn't want to leave her. Thing is, I have to focus. Do you know what I mean? I have to have full focus and be able to listen, and you can't when kids are ill. You know what I mean? It's just not possible. Right, Leanne, who's a Leo? What you got for Leanne, who's a Leo? Leanne, who's a Leo? Oh. Oh, Leanne, I can see you struggling at the minute, babe. Right, what's that about? Right. And one for the future related to that. Ouch! Okay. Leanne. I've got the wedding card here, a situation involving marriage. If this resonates in any way, if you've either been married and you've divorced, or if you're getting divorced, or if someone you're seeing has married or got divorced. Can you just let me know so I can better understand why this card is here? If not, then I know exactly what it is because it's coming in. If you could just let me know. You're not married, no weddings or anything. Right, okay, sweetheart, I've got some news for you. Okay. Okay, for a start, I've got a past situation here, okay. See, I've got the Empress in the reverse, and I've got the Devil in the reverse as well. And I'm sort of feeling the need to say, if you've been in... Right, I'm just having to go with my intuition here now. If you've been involved in a relationship in the past where the person you were seeing did not want kids, it's because he was involved with someone else, sweetheart. I feel the need to say that to you. And you broke away from it, so I can see that you're out of it. But this is someone from the past. It's got nothing to do with now or future. This is the past. So if someone was, if you're quite, I'm going to say at that level where you did want kids, or mentioned that you'd like kids one day, and someone was very much against it. You didn't want kids, but he was bad to you. Also, it's you that didn't want kids. See, I didn't pick any. I'm having to go on my own intuition. Oh, okay. You didn't want kids because you knew he was cheating on you. Or he was messing about. Well, if he didn't want it either, it's the same as what I said before, sweetheart. Because there was a three-way situation going on, but you broke out of it, which is good. And you made a final decision not to stay stuck, which is good. I just feel like it's left you feeling... I feel like the rejection of it left you feeling a little bit not at your best. I think there was confidence issues, exterior and interior, and trust issues attached to this. And I've got here, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And I sort of feel the need to say to you that fine, let him go, rejected you and you felt horrible, very bad. Yeah, well, listen, you are more than likely, this is why I'm reading for you, darling, you're more than likely going to end up taking these trust issues and bad feelings into new situations, okay? And the problem with this is, it's a level of control that you've got over someone else because of those issues. You know, and I say this to many of my ladies, going through the phone, going through the emails, constantly want to know who, what, where, when. And this is the problem. We cannot take these bad vibes into anything new. No one's going to want to stick around if we are that paranoid, especially in the beginning. So it is now time, darling, for you to get on top of this because you have got new love coming in. And this is something that is going to grow. It has promise. It has very good prospectus, I'm going to say. You've just met someone and it's going into a relationship with him. You're suspicious of, oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, Leon. Listen. This is why it's coming up. You have met someone, it is new. You are starting to fall for him. The Ace of Cups in my eyes always is like that initial feeling of falling in love with someone. So that will come very soon, if not already. And the problem with this is, while you don't trust him and you've only really just got together, he is not going to stick around, sweetheart, if there are these kind of issues. Because deep down, he'll know that you're not ready. And that's how guys work. They sense someone's got trust issues and paranoia, not only are you going to think crazy, because guys are one-track minded like that, they don't actually take enough time to sort of see why, but they're gonna know in a roundabout way, okay, well, that's tonight, she's obviously not ready for a serious relationship, and that's how this is going to pan out if we don't sort this out now. And you're being sort of warned here by Spirit that if we don't get a grip on these issues and sort of give you some chance to learn to trust him, or even maybe take it down a few notches, you know, stick it to just dating and sort of slow it down a little bit while you get to grip with these issues, then, you know, Well, it's the thing is, you're giving him that impression because he's seeing the way that you are at the minute, and he can tell that you're hurt. It's just, I feel like he's deciding, is this going to be worth it or not? It's not that he doesn't want anything serious. I think he does. It's just a case of he's working out if you're ready for this or not, and if he's ready to sort of help you with your trust issues as well, because sometimes it's not all up to the person you meet to help ease your trust issues. You've got to do some of this yourself as well. You've got to help yourself as well, and that's what Tara's saying. So unfortunately for now, the emotional connection is just not quite where it needs to be. And I've also got here your card here. This is you. You're a little bit weak, you're a little bit vulnerable at the moment. And I'm going to say here, this is not knowing whether or not to fight for new love or to fight for that feeling that you are falling in love. And it's sort of to say, well, why don't we slow it down just a little bit to give us time to get to that point of emotional fulfillment, with the Nine of Cups being there. And I've got this wedding card because I feel like this is your incentive. And this doesn't have to be with the guy you're with now, but this is what you really want. And like I said to you before, this does not have to be with the guy you're with now. This is just what you want in general. You want the kids, the house, the marriage, the car. You want that. But to get that, we have to deal with these issues right here. These major arcana, major life choices, major life changes. And this is what needs to happen. We need to turn these two round so that we can feel comfortable in our own skin, and we're not so self-conscious, we're not lacking in self-confidence, we're actually, you know what I mean, feeling a bit more better about ourselves. And also fertile card here as well, but we're also strong enough to sort of face our fears, if you like. And I think that that's what this is about. And I think the fear right here is releasing the control. I think that's what this is, really. There will be, the thing is, you can't, how can I put it, you cannot control someone else, especially when it's new. You can't control anyone, you shouldn't have to. But the simple fact that there are these trust issues from the past, you're struggling really to sort of better understand him in the now and figure out if you can trust him. That's why I'm saying maybe it's better to slow things down so that you can get to know him a little bit better. And through getting to know him, you'll learn to trust him as well. And that's what this is all about. In a shortened way, it's nice what you've got, and it's got potential. It really has got potential. These two right here are telling me so. But they're asking you just to take it down a few notches so that you can learn to trust him through getting to know him. That's what they're saying, okay? And then this thing could actually work out pretty nicely later on down the line. I feel like that's this wedding card's your incentive. Sometimes wedding doesn't always mean an actual wedding. It can just mean like a long-term commitment, something really long-term, you know, in a manner of speaking, like a marriage. And I just feel like this is your incentive right here. I feel like this isn't going to happen unless we sort of address these issues and let go of the control around this. Okay, sweetheart? All right, that's what Tara's got for you then. I'm going to take a wild guess, and I'm not sure what sign your new partner is, but I've got a card. I'm going to tell you the signs. I've got a card of Leo, which is you. I've got Capricorn and Virgo. And that's it. Okay? So yes, I'm moving on. Let's see. Who's up next? Let's see. September, he's a Virgo then. Right then. Who's up next? Who's up next? Let me see. Jessica, yeah, you're a Libra, he's a Scorpio. Roll with it, I'm gonna. Right, okay then. So, what you got for Jessica? Libra and Scorpio. Involved with Scorpio man. Jessica Libra. Involved with Scorpio man. Jessica, who's a Libra, involved with a Scorpio man. Jessica. Right, let's see. And just bear in mind, you guys, I only have got an hour and I don't run the show, my guides do. So if you do want to leave, I won't take it personally. I can't be here, there and everywhere at once, especially after the last 2 weeks I've had. And I couldn't care less either. I'm helping people out, I'm doing a good deed. If it's not good enough, then so what? Right, Jessica. Is this a long-term relationship I'm seeing, or is this someone from the past? Six years. Okay, are you together now, or are you on the rocks in any way? You had your anniversary last Monday. You are together, right? Okay. Listen, I'm trying not to look at this as in the like. I'm trying to find the grey area here, okay? Because usually when I read the cards, especially for the singletons, it's either black or it's white. Because it usually is for singletons, but with long-term partnerships, it's a little bit different. I have to tread careful. And I don't particularly feel like this is anything really to do with your relationship. I feel like some of it is, some of it isn't. Right. Okay. Jessica, I can see that you've been waiting around for some sort of communication here that's just like some sort of answer that you've not got. Someone's not confident enough, I'm going to say it's your partner, to give you a definitive answer. And I've got the Knight of Wands. The Knights are messengers. How can I put this? There's two ways I can sort, because I've got a lot of fire cards here. And I'm just wondering if this is more to do with some sort of work project I'm seeing in front of me, because it's wands, or if it's quite literally your sex life. Granted, after 6 years it's not going to be what it used to be. I'm wondering if this is to get pregnant. Are you waiting on getting pregnant, Jess? Or planning this better? If it's not to do with that, then this is definitely work related. You can't get pregnant, you've been fixed. That's the problem. That is the problem. Okay, I think this isn't, I think this is an issue. I think you do feel sad about it, but I think you don't work, you're a stay-at-home mom. This is to do with kids. Yeah, I get it that you've got kids and either you or him's been sterilised, but I think he wanted more. I don't think he actually wanted that. And to be honest with you, I keep leaning more towards making love. Something going on with that. Listen, sweetheart, I know I'm beating around the bush, so what I'll do for you, Jessica, is I've got a message here, but the problem is, because it's so personal and I'm not comfortable doing this live on air, it's different when it's one-to-one. Hell yeah, I can talk about sex till fucking kingdom come, but I just don't really fancy doing it live on air, so I'd rather respect your dignity. And your privacy. Would you like to come to me for a private reading? No cost, but I will explain these cards to you a little bit later on this evening. How does that sound, Jessica? Because I've got a message for you, I just don't feel comfortable saying it live on air. You're very welcome, sweetheart. If you can pop me an email, you can get my email address. Well, Clive will pop it up for you now. And if you can email me, and I will speak to you. I'll not be long. I'll only be about, it'll take me what, 15 minutes to relay this message to you. Okay, I actually could do with writing these cards down, you know, because let me see if I can find a pen and paper. Just bear with me, because that way I can remember the message and give it to you properly. Right, where's these bloody pens? Because there is a message here. I just don't feel comfortable saying it live on air. Let me just jot these down before I reshuffle you guys. Right, there we go. All done, you guys. Sorry about that. Right, let's move on. I will sort of speak to you personally, Jessica, a little bit later. I think you know what I'm going to say. But yeah, we'll do this privately. Right then, you guys. Yeah, so moving on. Who's next? Let's see. Let me see. Pop up you lot. Yeah, Tabby, you're asking if a Taurus guy or a Cancer guy. What's your sun sign, Tabby? You're a Leo, so you want to know the choice between Taurus and Cancer? No problem. Tabby, Leo female. Who's she choosing, Taurus or Cancer? What you got? We'll do a split spread and we'll look at both of them. Can I get Taurus on the right, Cancer on the left? Cancer left, Taurus right. Who's this lady choosing? She looks like she's got choice 2 guys here. Who's this lady choosing? Taurus or Cancer? Hey Michelle. Taurus or Cancer? Taurus on the right. Cancer on the left. Taurus. Oh, Cancer. Makes perfect sense. Okay, sweetheart, I can tell you straight up now, you're better suited with the Taurus than the Cancer. Let's go through the Cancer first. So first off, initially I'm seeing passionate communication, Cupid's arrows. The only issue is the feeling is not quite mutual. Temperance is in the reverse. I also have got the Queen of Cups, which in the reverse can indicate a man, but overall it indicates being emotionally unavailable. Okay, hence why we have the Hangman in the reverse. Stop going backwards and forwards on this wheel. You know where you need to go now, because I'm going to tell you, with the Taurus we can manifest new love. There's your Ace of Cups and the Magician right there, sweetheart. Okay, Two of Pentacles, do not drop this guy. Nine of Swords, easing anxieties, helping you to understand. And the Justice card right here, situation that goes in your favour. And everything around it concerning love, scale's going to balance out, okay, feelings going to be mutual. Whenever we think of balance in relationships, we think of mutual feelings. And unfortunately for this guy, he's emotionally unavailable because the feeling just isn't mutual. For the Cancer, the Taurus, however, hell to the fucking yeah. Those two, this one came out first. As soon as I said Taurus, boom, Ace of Cups, right there. Next up, Magician, boom. You know what you got to do, girl? Give the Taurus a chance. Fuck the Cancer off. Put him in the foot bucket. Right then. We don't deal with emotionally unavailable fucktards. There you go, sweetheart. Who's up next? Let's have you. Yes, good luck, Tabby. Who's up next? Pop up. Let's see. Let me see. You're very welcome, Tabby. I'm on phone tonight. Let me see. Yeah, Cynthia. Yeah, Cynthia. Cynthia, what's your sun sign? Cynthia. Let me know your sun sign, sweetie. You're a Gemini. Okie dokie, and I'll roll with it if that's okay. Let me see. Gemini female, Cynthia. What you got for the Gemini female, Cynthia? Gemini female, Cynthia. You're welcome. Thank me after I finish. Just in case. The red, the live feed keeps flashing in the red, so if the connection goes a little bit dodgy, stay tuned, I'll bring it back up. Cynthia. Gemini female, Cynthia. What you got for her? Right. You involved with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? Oh no, you are an air sign, but are you involved with another? No, Sagittarius, right, okay, so this is your card then. I'm just double checking. Right, this is definitely you then. Right then. Okay, the first thing I want to say is there's a few things going on here. Sorry, what was that? He's your ex. The Sagittarius is your ex, right? Okay, I think at the minute your ex is the least of your worries. I've got a few messages here for you. Ooh. Okay, for a start, I'm seeing some financial worries. I think you're trying to save, but it's like you've got more going out than you've got coming in at the minute. I think things are just sort of took a bit of a weird turn lately. The good news is you're realising why, because the moon's in the reverse. Well, here's where we can see trying to hang on to some cash and save, but it's just not possible. You got more going out than you got coming in. It'd indicate yeah, that you've not got a job at the minute, yeah. However, I do see stability around the home, so it's not at a dire sort of fucking level just yet, so don't worry too much. There is going to be something that helps you out. The only issue is, I do see you maybe needing to turn to something that you did before. Maybe not for the same company or the same employer, but I do see you maybe to take a risk and go back to something that you have done before. And this is a problem for you because you really didn't enjoy doing it. However, the money is a little bit better than what you're doing now, or than where you are now. So I would think back to jobs that you've had in the past. Like I say, not necessarily for the same company or employer, but the same line of work. It'll tide you on, is what I'm saying, and you can still look for something better in the meantime. But like I always tell my clients when it comes to work, try not to cut your nose off to spite your face, leaving a job and not getting yourself a backup, you know what I mean? But with this, you haven't really got that option because you haven't got work. So that's why I'm sort of saying maybe you should try something you've done before, and if you didn't like it. And I'm seeing here you needing to communicate, because if you don't, we can't manifest anything. So I do think that there needs to be a little bit more. It could be like a telecommunications job here that you didn't really enjoy, but it paid okay. That I'm sort of seeing. You are looking in that direction, yeah. I'm not surprised. But at the same time, I'm sort of seeing you're not overly happy about it, but I think you know you're going to have to, because you can't keep going the way you are. But yeah, I'm seeing like a lack of manifestation with this. So at the minute, with the Fool being here and the Magician reverse, there's ideas there. It's just nothing actually being done about it. The manifestation's like not quite there. It's all words and no action. Spirit's basically saying, can we speed this up a little bit? Because the longer you leave this, the longer you're going way out here, okay? The more messed up your financial situation's going to be if you don't start getting this ball rolling and actually bite the bullet and do it. The other messages that I've got for you is you do need to proverbially cut yourself some slack. I've got the honeymoon card, and it usually pops up when, for one of two, well, it could be one of three reasons. It's either the problem with this new job, you could go back to is there's some sort of distance involved or travel involved. If it's not that, then you need to give yourself a break. It can mean a holiday. Maybe that's the reason why you do need to start, why you are trying to save, but you can't because you're going on holiday or something. But I also see this card as really needing to cut yourself some slack. Give yourself the proverbial break. Don't try not to be so hard on yourself. Yes, you may have to take a step back, but don't feel punished because of it. Don't feel bad because of it. By staying stuck in the situation you are now, that is what's going to knock your self-confidence rather than actually biting the bullet and getting this done. I've also got heart-to-heart conversations. So if you do have to go back to a previous employer and eat some humble pie for whatever reason, speak from the heart and be honest. And honestly discuss your feelings about why you may need to go back. And again, cut yourself some slack here, okay? I feel like this will happen and you will be okay to sort of venture back into something that you did before, something similar to what you did before, but it will work out relatively okay for you. You did ask me about your ex, and to be fair, that really didn't come up. It was more work focused, but I will throw a couple of cards concerning your ex for the sake of it. What you got for the Sag that she was with? Oh, going on there? Yeah. There's a little movement going on, sweetheart, and I feel like because you are air sign, you're being told to lay this shit to rest now and let it go. And try not to act on this. Also, no communication, being a sword in the reverse. Well, they're both swords, and I feel like this is just laying it to rest, really. And whatever issues were going on, doesn't matter at this point who said what to who or who did what to who. It is what it is, and Spirit's, in a roundabout way, Spirit's saying, now's time we can start moving on from this and laying it to rest and leaving it be, okay? So, yeah, now pretty much it's time to let go. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I've got for you then, sweetheart. Nothing overly bad. It's just a bit of advice, really. More than likely from your guides. So, yeah. Right then, you lot, I'm moving on. Who's next? I've got space for a couple more. Pop up. Let me see. You're very welcome, Cynthia. Let me see. Tish. Tish, how does he feel about me? I'm Cappy, he's Cancer. Why does he cheat and lie? You're a Capricorn, he's Cancer. Why does he cheat and lie? I'll read for you, Tish. But you can bet a pound to a penny you lot's going to know what my answer is to that before I've even thrown any cards. But we'll do it for the sake of it. Let's do it. Alright, and Tish. Capricorn. Involved with Cancer. These girls could write my answer for you, Tish, and I wouldn't even need to look at it. And I'll more than likely say the same, because they know what I'm like. But if you keep up with me, Tish, you'll know what I'm like. Alright, Capricorn. Yeah. I know, she says. Brace yourself, my sweetheart. Alright then. Thing is, I do take this stuff very, very seriously because I know it hurts a lot. And I try and be as sympathetic as I can. Alright, Tish. Yeah, Bran's got it in one. To hell with him. Let's see. Oh my god, they just totally judded then. What was that? Right, so why has that come out? She knows. Oh, fuck me. Are you serious? Sorry, I'm having a pop at my guides. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate these kind of readings. I really fucking do. When I've got to relay some bad news and I'm like, oh, good God. Tish, like I said, brace yourself, darling. Oh, well, that's no surprise that they came out. Someone's been a bit too passionate elsewhere and now's the time to release him. I'm going to come out right and say it. Sweetheart, he's quite literally been a bit too risky in his sexual ventures. You're going to find out soon enough, but I have the moon, so this may be hidden at the moment. He may not even be aware of it, but it seems like he's got someone else up the duff, and it's not good news for you. Hence, the Empress is in the reverse. Yeah. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. You really do need to let this jerk off go. The cards I've got in front of me, I don't even... Like I said to you before, he's been a bit too passionate elsewhere for anyone's liking. And now it's sort of... So you did have an idea then. Listen, This thing is not worth the fight. Sweetheart, the 5 of Wands in the room is not worth the fight. You need to get your will back and turning it. And the good news is, I leave, he chases me down with promises. Yeah, well, that's all they ever are. It's broken promises, sweetheart. And I just sort of feel the need to say that, oops, I feel the need to say to you that he's done this time and I can see he's done this time and time again to you. And every time you try and make slow progress out there, boom, he keeps rolling back in. But this is not good news. And this has been going on for a while now. And he is not fulfilling your hopes and your dreams or your wishes by hanging on to him. And this is the problem. And now I'm sat here and I got faced with the prospect of, and listen, if it was something that I wouldn't have needed to say, they wouldn't have thrown the cards out. Hence why the cards are in front of me. I have to come out and say, yes, darling, he has got someone else pregnant. But this is now nitty-gritty time for you. It really is. And I was going to say, it begs the question, why do you keep going back? Well, it's obvious. You love him. He just does not love you, darling. Unfortunately, there is security net that he can fall back on when these others figure him out and do a runner. Now's the time to sort of take a step back, Tish, and say, right, okay, would I be happier out of this, getting my shit together, moving on, finding a decent bloke, or would I be happier still in this backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, never really being the only woman in his life? Which way are you going to be happier with? That way. And only you can make this decision. I can't do it for you. Spirit is advising you. This is the advice. He's being too fucking passionate elsewhere, so release the fucking bastard. And that's your advice. It's up to you what you do with it. I put the fact, well, as far as you're concerned, they're not really facts. It is advice. Again, yes, I'm saying, I'm confident he's got someone else pregnant. That you're going to find out soon. Whenever I see the moon, it usually means it's hidden for now, but not for long. And it's sort of begging the question now of, how much longer are you going to keep this up? And you have to take responsibility in this, because by keep going back to him, you're having and effectively let him carry on, hurting you and continuously breaking your heart. You're leaving today. Good. Good for you, my darling. And listen, my girls are here to support you. We all look after each other. That's how my fun days work. Can't even say Monday fun day today because it's not Monday. But that's how this works. And should you ever need any support or anything, you know, we help each other out. It's horrible. It really is, Jacob. It is the most awful aspect of my job. I love my job, but these are the bits where I sort of feel like, you know, I'd have loved to have given you some good news, sweetheart, but right now, the only news I can, or anything I can really give you, is to say, that's mine and Spirit's advice, is to get out now. Which seems like you're gonna, and I feel like you need to regain your strength a little bit, and take some time out. If you have to eat the tub of ice cream and smoke a million fags and get through, you know, deep throat a few bottles of wine just to sort of pass this sort of emotional time, then so be it. Fuck knows, I've done that a few times. You know. But yes, my sweetheart, you've got my sympathy, you've got my support. And should you need to talk, Tish, you can email me, that's fine. But yes, for now, my sweetheart, I'm going to leave it there. And I've got room for one more, so pop up. I wish you all the best, Tish, and I really do hope that you can turn this situation around. Big hugs, love. Right, who's next? Let me see. Okay, yeah. Fan bro. Sagittarius male choosing Gemini Taurus. Seems like my guides want me to read for you. Right then, sweetheart. Fan bro. So, can you just elaborate, fan bro? Is this a choice between a Gemini and a Taurus? Which one? You can't decide. Right, so you're Sag, you're choosing between a Gemini or a Taurus. Okay, I can do your split reading, sweetheart. We'll have, again, the Taurus on the right, and we'll pop Gemini on the left. Yeah, Linda, I think it is, yeah. Right, let me see. Fambro is Sagittarius male, and he has a choice between the Taurus on the right, Gemini on the left. I actually quite like these split readings. They're quick and easy, but they're informative as well. Alright, split reading for this fella. Alright then. Taurus on the right, Gemini on the left for Fambro, who's a Sag. Who does he choose? Alright, Taurus on the right. Oh, I came out elephant for the Taurus. It's a cloud of Taurus. Do you see? Oh, it works so perfectly. Gemini on the left. Ah. Taurus, Gemini. Taurus. Gemini. Taurus. Gemini. Taurus, Gemini, Taurus, Gemini. Okay. Okay, I feel the need to say that the Gemini, oh my God. Okay. Right. I'm going to start with the Gemini fan bro. Can I just call you bro? It's easier. Alright, let's start with this Gemini. First thing I sort of want to say to you is I feel like the Gemini is just a little bit more career focused at the minute. And I also feel like they could be travelling. It's something to do with their education. If they are in education or further learning, training, I'm seeing travel regardless because they've got things they need to learn. And I've also got here the Four of Pentacles, so it seems like it's like they're trying to hang on to you, but they know they can't keep you. Hence why we've got the crossroads. What do we do? Do we take the easy way out, or do we stick by this? And it's basically saying the manifestation of the end needs to happen now, because the Death is in the reverse. Granted, the Magician's here, but I feel like the Magician is the manifestation of their life elsewhere. You know what I mean? They're trying to manifest a better career for themselves, if that makes sense. They're trying to do something, and unfortunately it doesn't involve you. And then Death in the reverse, this is basically saying, and by the way, Cancer, Cancer, Taurus, Taurus. My spreads never lie, I swear to God. And this is like saying this does need to come to an end now. And with this, I've got the stay optimistic about your love life. And the card reads, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Unfortunately, it's just not with this person. However, the Taurus is looking a little more promising. Now, I'm not going to lie, this Taurus has had it rough. And they are a little bit concerned that you are using them for sex. I'm just going to say it. Or that that's all you want from them. Hence why, Ten of Swords in the reverse. This has happened to this person before. And they are very, very fragile at the moment. And I'm not going to lie, they are looking a hell of a lot more promising than this Cancer. But the question is for you, bro, can you deal with this and stick by this person if you really do care about them? I can see you do, because you're not quite prepared to drop them just yet. And Spirit's saying, don't drop this one. There is something between you. And the Four of Cups is saying, please do not miss this opportunity, because it's got total commitment and soulmate shit written all over it. Okay? It's perfect and it can work. You guys are meant to be. Again, Six of Cups, a very soulmatey kind of feel. You have probably known this person in a previous life. If you haven't known them, maybe since, I'm going to say, childhood sweetheart kind of stuff, or if you've not been with them before. And the thing is, because you're a little bit confused with this Cancer, I'm going to say maybe this Sorry, it does tend to crash. Yeah, Gemini, sorry. Yeah, no worries. It was just me getting my words mixed up. But yeah, like I was saying, maybe this Gemini does appeal to you in a different way than the Taurus. However, the emotional soul connection is there with this Taurus. It really is. And you're being told, dude, don't miss an opportunity just because she, or even he, I'm not even entirely sure, just because this person's a little bit damaged, it doesn't mean to say that they're damaged goods. All this simply means is that they have been hurt and that they are fragile and a bit vulnerable. And the last thing this person needs right now, bro, is someone that is going to come in and give them false starts and take advantage of them. That's what they fear. The 10 in the reverse tells me that the fear is still very much real for this person. And the problem is the false start. Afraid of being used again. So I'm going to say, Spirit don't want you to miss this opportunity. They don't want that in the slightest. Ultimately, it's up to you though, darling. You're still not sure. But it sort of all boils down to, do you want the real connection? It's a tough choice and you don't want to use anyone. Yeah, I get it, I get it. But I have to be fair and sort of see this from the other side's point of view. Yeah, Linda, relationships really are that hard. At the end of the day, there is nothing you can do about this Gemini. They're off, unfortunately, and they're going to leave you behind. And yeah, I can see that you do have some level of communication with this Gemini, but they are more focused on themselves and where they're going with their lives. And unfortunately, it doesn't include you. And I have to sort of make the point as well that lust and real connection are two completely different things. I hope you don't feel like I'm patronising you. I'm trying not to. I'm just trying to broaden your horizons a little bit with this. Because from what I can see, you do have a soul level connection with this Taurus. I just don't think that you're aware because you've not given them enough focus or attention because you've been too fixated on this Gemini. And I think that if you actually sort of took the Gemini out of the equation, because believe you me, they're going to take you out of the equation. If you actually sort of gave this Taurus a chance, you would see this for yourself. Okay? So the answer's there. What you need to do is there. I just think while your mind is so clouded with the Gemini, you're not even allowing yourself to build anything with this Taurus. But I can promise you now, sweetheart, and I tell you what, you can come back and tell me, if you can come back and tell you what, I'll make you a deal, Funday. If you can, and this is how confident I am in my readings, if you can come back and tell me this time, no, I won't say that actually, let's tighten it up a little bit. If you can come back, she has 2 children, it makes you nervous. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, but, you know, this day and age, there's not that many people who haven't got kids, so... I'm just going to say, if you can come back and tell me by December that you and this Gemini managed to hit it off and have a full-blown relationship, committed relationship, I will give you a free 1-hour reading. That is how confident I am that this Gemini will not work out. But in the meantime, if you really must try it with this Gemini, please do not completely shut out this Taurus. But I can promise you, Fambro, if you can come to me by December, I'm going to say the first week of December, and tell me that you and this Gemini are in a full-blown relationship, health to the fucking yes. I will give you an hour's reading for free. Okay? You'll come back in December. He's determined now, guys. He's determined to prove me wrong. But please don't cut out the Taurus. If anything, keep them as a friend. It'll give you enough chance to get to know her better. Okay? So, that's what I've got, guys. That is what I've got. That's fun. That's fun, that's fun. Yes, I'm done now. That's it. Yeah, we've gone over an hour by like 10 minutes. So yeah, I think I'm done now. You're very welcome, Fambro. Like I say, you hook me up, email me in December, and we'll deal with this. Oh, I tell you what, Linda, it's been crazy. I'm gonna say since the eclipse. The energies have been crazy. Don't get me wrong. It's been sharp. It's been on the ball. It's been really cool. But I've never felt as drained as I've done this last. I think it's because I've got shit going on in my personal life that's sort of made it worse, I think. I think I'd have been okay, actually, if I hadn't been going through these personal issues. But, you know, it's life, isn't it? There's not much we can do. You just have to keep plodding on. But like I said, I do appreciate everyone having that little bit of patience with me and bearing with me while I sort of dealt with it all. You know what I mean? I do tend to sort of seek solitude in times like that. I really do. So, and it's like I'd sort of cocked it up a few times with the Facebook group, not intentionally. It's just like, you know, because of everything going on, things just slip your mind, don't they? So yeah, but I will share the link for this to the Facebook group so people can see what's been going on. But yeah, it's been awkward to say the least. Oh dear, what's the matter with Punya? Let me see. Oh my goodness, Punya, you're in a flood. Oh my God. Indian summer though, isn't it, darling? Oh dear. You guys have that, what they call it, monsoons, don't you? I tell you what, weather-wise, that's why I love the UK, really. We do sort of avoid all that like drastic. I mean, we get floods, don't get me wrong, but nothing like what you get in other countries. But yeah, my prayers are to you, sweetheart. You're safe for now. Crazy what just happened. Apparently worst one since 2000. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Punya, my prayers are with you, sweetheart. If you need to talk, if you just need a friend, darling, email me, we can talk. Or Skype me, you've got me on Skype. Now I've got a little bit more free time than I have had. But yeah, if you just need a friend. But yeah, my prayers and thoughts are with you, darling. I do hope you stay safe. But yeah, I think that's all I've got then for now, you guys. I think I'm going to hang up and I'm going to have a catch up with Clive in a minute as well if he's if he's available. Catch up with an old friend. Such a scary day at Sweet. Yeah. Oh, darling. Yeah, if you need a friend, you know I'm here. Maybe. Piss off, maybe. You heard it, ladies. You'd not want to have a catch up with me? Really? Right then, I'm off, you lot. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Love yous. Mwah.